We've been talking all this week about start-up businesses in Northamptonshire. The government would like to see the private sector lead us out of our economic ills. They're looking for new businesses, start-up businesses to get going. The Prime Minister endorsing start-ups. Let's talk to final start-up business. We may have one more to talk to before the end of the programme, but still our fourth one on the series that we've been looking at anyway. Isaac Boyes-Jackson and Andrew Thompson are the directors of Enterprise Networking, and they're both with me in the studio. They're said to be the youngest company directors in the country. Isaac, is that true? Do you know?
Yeah, that's true.
And what's the business called? Enterprise Networking. What does it do?
We are a business support service, so we help out other businesses through 5 different services.
And what are the 5 different services, Andrew? What precisely do you offer?
The 5 different services are business networking for both under and over 18s, a corporate identity design service, career recruitment for young people, business training, and business supplies, design and manufacturing.
But you're both at school, aren't you?
Full-time education,
Oh, yeah.
running at evenings and weekends.
Which school is it?
Daventry William Park School.
So how do you combine being at school with running a business?
Time management.
Yeah, after school.
Time management, he says. As you say, it's after school and at weekends.
Yeah.
So it occupies a lot of your time then, does it?
We're quite glad to give up our time to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to do. So.
Yeah.
Fun to do. Do you make any money out of it?
We're starting to make money, yeah.
Starting, yeah.
Are you?
We've been trading for about a month or so now. And
Started on 1st of March, so...
Yeah.
Did you need any money to start with to get the business off the ground?
Just to pay for...
registration fees with Company's House.
Exactly.
So which is not a lot of money, is it?
It's £20.
Yeah.
20 quid? OK, that's all you needed?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need... we've got a budget now for stuff that we need to develop further. So we can improve our design services, our online networks, because we need to get stuff like sponsorships and grants and that kind of thing to boost up the service we provide, so it's a much cleaner, more efficient service.
And companies are paying you money for you to provide them with the service?
Companies are paying us money.
OK. And what's your business plan say? When will you become a millionaire for the first time?
We don't know about millionaire, but projections for the first 3 years are quite good.
By the end of year 3, we're looking at around £200,000. So
Yeah.
Well, in profit?
In profit,
profit,
yeah,
yeah.
net profit.
Right, OK. And what do your schoolmates think of this, that you guys are running a business when they're out presumably doing lots of other things?
We've got some very good...
it's hard to say, really.
Well, I don't know exactly what they think of us, but they seemed impressed. And we've certainly had a lot of support from the school itself.
Have you?
Yeah.
So in what way?
Giving us leads for different business opportunities.
Such as event locations for our business networking.
Yeah.
And they've also given us the opportunity to do a competition called Dragon's Den, which is run by the Institute of Directors. So we won the regional heats in Northampton, and we're going over to Milton Keynes next month
To do the East Midlands
to do the
final.
finals.
And if you win that, what happens? What do you get as a consequence of that?
If we win this, we get the school £500, and we will get a camera ourselves.
And the school get a trophy.
Yeah.
Very good. I mean, did this all start as a school project?
No.
Well,
It kind of developed out of one, didn't it?
yeah, we did something called a Young Enterprise Company Programme course last year, which is a charity, Young Enterprise, which basically gives young people the opportunity to start up a business idea and sell a product. And that got us really interested, and we did that all through the last school year, and that we really found an enthusiasm for business. And then in the summer of last year, we came up with an idea for what it is now.
Enterprise
Yeah.
Networking.
So the idea was yours, but between the two of you, you had the sort of the platform within the school to create the idea and to take it forward, but it was your idea.
Yeah. What it was is it started off as like a youth business network, so it was going to be LinkedIn, but for under 18s. Then over the course of the summer holidays, this just developed into a business support service, which is now what we call the network of networks. So that's how it developed over.
And how have you gone out to find your customers? Because presumably the businesses you're dealing with aren't schoolboys.
Exactly. We kind of get ourselves out there, if you like, in 3 different ways. We do a lot of word of mouth, so going directly to the customers.
trying to get referrals off of them.
Exactly, which has been quite successful actually. We also market ourselves on different social networking websites. It's Facebook and Twitter.
And YouTube as well.
Yes, we're doing videos on YouTube. And also we've run a weekly online newsletter which just publishes company news and offers and different business tips, if you like.
But you're doing this, as you said, at evenings and weekends. Those businesses are operating normal business hours, presumably.
Yeah.
Do you find it difficult making those contacts?
Sometimes it can be quite difficult. Say, like, a customer wants us to meet up with them during school time. Sometimes our school allows us X amount of time out of school on that day to go and do this. But that's on rare occasions because we are doing our exams, so that's more important at this moment. But what we are trying to do is set up meetings after school hours with our clients.
So who are your clients?
We've got a client called Richard Boys, who is on our business network. He's our only member on there at the moment. And we've got a client called Angel PC Services, who are buying a website off of us. But that's it at the moment, because we are just starting. So.
And how long have you actually been going?
We started on March the 1st.
So that's not bad going, actually, in that space of time to pick up your first 2 clients in that way, with 2 quite different projects to work at as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you say you're taking exams. What exams are you taking?
GCSEs,
How many?
9 or so.
You're doing 9?
9 or 10, I think it is.
Okay. And when are those exams? Anytime soon, are they?
Starting May 15th.
Right. And then what, education-wise?
Looking at sixth form.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe university after that.
You don't consider that you'd give up school, give up your education to go business full-time?
After A-levels, I am looking at doing this full-time, if not another business. I probably wouldn't go to university.
I'm still sort of deciding on my sort of path to take, but enterprise networking is something I definitely want to carry on doing.
This has given you an appetite, given you a taste for being involved in business,
Absolutely.
being involved in commerce. And the look on your faces, you really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you well with it, and we thank you both very much, Steve, for coming in.
It's been a
The
pleasure.
youngest start-up business we've talked to, the youngest directors apparently in the country, Isaac Boyes-Jackson and Andrew Thompson from Daventry William Parker School in Northamptonshire. Thank you both very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.